Hey guys, welcome back to Banished. Yeah, so things aren't going terribly great at the moment, but that's alright, we'll carry on and we'll get things back up to where they need to be. We've got no iron, and we've run out of tools, we've run out of clothes, we've got a lot of projects that need to be built, and our population's dwindling. So, anyway, we will get some of these buildings underway, and hopefully we should have a productive episode. Right guys, just because we don't already have enough going on, I thought I would start clearing some of these paddocks. We don't have a use for them, we don't have the animals, but we've got yeah, I just thought it'd be something to do. Plus there's heaps of rock on these in this area, so instead of having to mine it out and then come back and build the farm, I thought I might as well just do it all at once. And our food is starting to really get down, so before it gets too low, I'm just going to have to put another farmer out in the paddock. It doesn't help that all these guys don't have tools, so they're not very productive. Right, we're really getting low on tools. I can't afford to put any more iron into the trading post at the moment, so I'm going to have to put that on hold, and we're going to have to wait for our tool supply to build up again. So I'll play the game through and let the tools build up, and then I'll be back when we are I'll be back when we are in a more healthier state. So amongst the chaos, they have got enough resources for the meat locker, and we have put a builder on. 22 people without tools out of 24, so pretty much everyone in the village doesn't have any tools. So not looking very great. Not looking very great at all. I'll have to keep persevering and try and get things back up to a more glorious time when things were more plentiful. Right, things have hit disastrous proportions. We have completely run out of food, and people are starting to die of starvation. So, yeah, our game might be ending early. We might have to start a new one, which is really gonna suck. I really hope we can come back from this. So the food is slowly coming back up a little bit. I've had to close the school down. We've had to bring all those kids out of school and put them to work as unskilled labourers. It's been taking forever for this guy to finish this meat locker with no tools. Well, that's one job down. And it's really all hands on deck to collect iron. So this is the problem with using tiny shacks, is apart from the fact that they don't hold a lot of people, is they're terribly inefficient, and they just chew up my firewood insanely fast. They are really, it's a catch-22, they're easy to build and they build your population up, but then they use all your firewood and everyone freezes to death. You just can't win. Right guys, because we're running out of storage, things aren't becoming very efficient, and we've got nowhere to store our tools that we produce. So I'm going to have to build more storage because this is full. So I'm going to put a storage barn in over on this side of town here, and hopefully that should make things more efficient. Also got builder building houses, because even though the way things are, still need to keep some sort of population going, otherwise it's going to stop completely. Food's looking great since we put the meat storage in. We're utilising our meat a lot better. and that seems to be working well. Okay, so I got enough resources together to get this barn built. So once the barn's built, that means that the tools have somewhere to be stored until the villagers pick them up. So hopefully that should make things more efficient, because at the moment, supply and demand, we just can't do it. Okay, and there we have it. We have our supply barn built. So when the tools are produced, the labourer can just chuck them in the barn, and then the villagers can collect them from there. So I really hope that speeds things up. We've got a good supply of iron now. So we've got some tools in the barn, and hopefully they can be given out to the workers. And also I'm going to start giving some supplies back to that trading post, so hopefully we can trade for some more useful supplies. So I'll let things carry on for a while and we'll be back. So we've got the root cellar over on this side of town going in, so that means that the people from the gatherers' huts can just take their stores over to the root cellar over here and don't have to walk all the way across town, so hopefully that should speed up their food gathering abilities. Just going to get a tailor to make some clothes. The health bar is really low, and with the lack of firewood and the cold weather, just trying to speed up efficiency, so I'm just going to get this guy making some clothes for a while. There we have it. Everyone is back with a tool, and some people are getting clothes. And then we've restarted the education, so we're starting to get people back to being efficient as they used to be. Food production's doing really good. We've just got to get this trading supplies, then we can clear out some of the stuff we don't need out of the storage barn and buy stuff that we do need. Oh, these super inefficient huts. Oh, I don't like having them. So we've got enough iron now for the trading post, just got to wait for the stone and then we can finally build it. And we've got a good stockpile of clothes, so he can take off and head out to the quarry and get some more stone. So we've had another wave of people and they're all just starting to leave school now. Here they all come. They go straight out to the quarry and get stone for the trading post. We need one more stone. Come on guys. We've got one stone, just needs to be delivered. We've got 5 labourers going. They're all taking it to the house. Stop taking it to the house, just deliver one piece. There we have it. Turn you all into builders. They can come and build this bloody thing. We've been waiting ages for this. Almost done. There we go, we have it. Just gonna send a lot of guys down here to start off with. And I'm just going through, and anything we don't need at the moment that I can use to trade. So I'm just putting it, just going to put it at maximum capacity. Alright, I think that's everything we don't use. So they can load it up. and then we can get rid of these arrowheads and artifacts that took such a toll on our population. And then once the first boat arrives, we'll be into it, trading away. Okay, the other thing I wanted, guys, was to get candles. We need candles to upgrade things. Okay guys, so our next project will be to make some candles. I see our house is ready just to be built. So what I'm going to do is start building some houses over on this side here, just so they're more closer to the mining sector, so the guys don't have to walk all the way into town. Because we don't have a lot of sort of farmers and stuff at the moment, so for all the miners to walk all the way across town, just wasting time. Also, just to use up these resources here, put another farm in. And I need to put a bridge to get to that farm. And then we'll start developing this little strip of land which is high in resource. Turn that all into farmland. And we have a house. Population's ratio is looking pretty good for children to adults. So just take it easy on the house for now. We don't need as much of us. We don't need the demand on housing to be so high at the moment. So I've got a few projects underway. We'll come back when something interesting happens. So the candlery has just been built now. That went up really quick. It wasn't really that had a high demand on resource value. So we get somebody in there and make them out of tallow, so making them out of animal fat, and he can start using that, which is great because it gets a resource that we don't use for anything else out of it, and it converts it into something that is useful. I was thinking for my next project what I want to do is stop using firewood and start using charcoal. I think charcoal is just more efficient for us to build, well not build, but produce. So with the stack burner here we can produce our charcoal. Once the game gets going a bit more, we can use it for a lot more other things. It's got a bigger demand, and I think it's going to be more efficient to produce than it is firewood. But we need clay to build the building. It's a more modern building, so I think another thing what I need to start doing is collecting clay, and I think I might do it from this lake over here. Just don't see. So I'm going to probably start on this little sort of island bit here, and because it's inside the zone for the housing, I can put a couple of houses out here as well. So build a little shore house if I can find a suitable spot. So I've got a suitable spot here for the shore house. He will go out there, but I don't think the guys can walk across a little bit of a creek area. Will a house fit on here? Or do I need one of those specialised houses? No, it's going to be into the water. So we can get these quayside houses. Now I'll build one of these, well I will, I can't at the moment because I need really modern resources. But we'll build these out over here. So the house will be there, so the road will come down here. So the bridge will come in between the house and then the other houses and the other shore houses there. So that should be very efficient. I might actually move this house closer to the water if I can. So I will have that closer to the water. So I will have that closer to the water. And then with this gap in between, I'll build a storage pile. So we can have our stores there, and then we'll have a house, and they can work out on this little island there. It'll look quite cool once it's done, I think. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap that episode up there. We finally got our trade building built. The first trader has just turned up, and we're going to look at seeing if we want to swap some frock coats. I think we will. Anyway guys, we'll do that in the next episode. So make sure you come back to see how the trading works and all the other buildings. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ways to support the channel in the description below. And until next time guys.